lot of energy, passion, great storytelling, great performance.
She stripped it of like the normal elements you may see in theater.
The experience of seeing her on stage is everything that I think a performer should be.
She's giving you history, she's giving you her stories in a really powerful way, and I think it's really important for us to see her work because it's not just about Jamaica, it's about the world.
The Sankofa trilogy begins with the play Blood Clot, which follows the life of a 15-year-old girl called Mudgu Sankofa in Jamaica as she comes to terms with the fact that she's having her period and living with her grandmother, who is a traditionalist and who is very much ashamed of the blood.
Welcome to Jamrock, where I have to wash up the damn spot if I don't. Granny get heart attack, end up in a hospital with a fat doctor bill, but we don't have no money to buy no pill. Welcome. Yes, Granny? No, Granny, I'm not singing dancehall this early in the morning.
She's like a force of nature, you know, she genuinely is. She's so powerful in her own self and so powerful in the realities of women's lives that she brings to the stage.
One word, magical, because she just imagines things and then makes them come true. And when you think about the impact that she's had on our community, like her willingness never to give up and always to just believe in what everybody's doing, it's magic.
Fast forward to Benu, which is the second play in the trilogy. In Benu, Sekesu is dealing with her motherlessness and the fact that she is about to have a child. She has a child and she doesn't know what to do, how to raise this child. And so Sekesu is caught in this abstract world, teetering on madness and sanity.
Listen to her way. Listen to her way in Jamaica. Granny said that was the best thing to do. That was the best thing to do. I would never leave you. I would never leave my child. Never.
There's nobody I can compare her to. She's just an entity of her own. And she is about movement, about expressions. She bears a lot without showing her entire soul. You can take a piece, but you're not taking a piece of her necessarily, but a piece from her story that you relate to.
It's unique. It's not something you're going to see probably ever again outside of her work. And while it's very edgy and it's difficult in its way, it's totally welcoming of audiences and it's totally feel-good work too, so people should see it.
Benu is sent to Jamaica in the third play, Word Sound Power, and is raised by her grandmother, and of course her grandmother is Mudgu from Blood Clot. And in Word Sound Power, Benu is being interrogated by the police authorities in Jamaica because they suspect that she's been a part of a revolution.
Everyone must die. Everyone must bomb-clot die. Eh? That is what you just said, little idiot girl. Everyone must die. Eh?
I would say like the strongest improviser I've ever seen in my entire life. There is that moment of Debbie. She's this aggressive police officer, Mr. Brown in words, and extremely aggressive to change right away to Benu. This is like you want to play two different instruments at the same time and the same level. It just, for me, it's mind-blowing.
I said to talk up before I knock out two of your teeth then.
There's a lot of good feedback between the musicians and Debbie, and it's been a very dynamic, developing process. I've felt very involved, not just a cog thrown in, but you become part of the process of creating this story and bringing it to life.
With every rehearsal, with every show, there's growth, there's evolution, and more comfort with the musicians. I am excited and honored to be a part of this process, to share the space and stage with Libby as she brings forth some deeper understandings and some deeper connections about what it means to be African.
For me, the trilogy speaks to my own relationship to my mother and to my grandmother and to my aunts who raised me in Jamaica. The Sankofa trilogy is an offering from me to all of you Jamaica and all of you Toronto, Canada, for helping me to be raised by the village and seeing that I have turned out to be the kind of storyteller that I am. Thank you.